One question is, have you ever committed a crime or offense for which you were not arrested? Other possible ways of expressing this is, have you ever been involved in a crime and were not caught? Simply, did you ever commit a crime for which you were not arrested? You might also be asked, have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer for any reason? The question is asking if you were ever arrested, given a written ticket by the police, or stopped by the police or military. You might also be asked, have you ever been charged with committing any crime or offense? The question is asking if you were ever given written charges by the police for a crime. Next, you might be asked, have you ever been convicted of a crime or offense? The question is asking if you were convicted of a crime by a judge or jury, even if it was later erased from your record. Another question is, have you ever been placed in an alternative sentencing or rehabilitative program? Maybe you were told by law enforcement to participate in a program to reform you for your criminal behavior, such as unpaid community service, drug or alcohol abuse treatment, or rehabilitation of some other kind.
Upgrade your membership today to America's best citizenship program, now for less than 11 cents a day, and join our VRP area. Easier, better, and faster access to more than 42 high-resolution video lessons, quality MP3s of interview questions and answers, better navigation of all 500 learning activities with instant same-day membership, and no more advertisements or commercials interrupting your lessons. Upgrade now and join the thousands of members who have become U.S. citizens.
Part 10, Section D, continues with the question, have you ever received a suspended sentence, been placed on probation, or been paroled? A suspended sentence is when the judge does not make you go to jail if you complete a drug rehabilitation program or follow the terms of probation. Probation is when you are allowed to go home from jail if you follow certain rules. These may include staying away from certain people and places. Next, you might be asked, have you ever been in jail or prison? Jail is generally where you go before the judge has ruled on your case or if you are only serving a short sentence. Prison is for people who have been convicted or found guilty of a crime. Let's get familiar and learn the following words. Crime, offense, arrested, law enforcement, lie, official, convicted, alternative sentence, probation, paroled, in jail, in prison. Let's look at explanations to the following questions. Notice how each question begins with the expression, have you ever? Again, this is a big clue to say no as your answer. Have you ever been a habitual drunkard? You may be considered a habitual drunkard if you have multiple arrests for drunk and disorderly conduct, or for DWI, or if you drink alcohol every day. Occasional drinking, which does not incur the attention of the police, is not considered drunkenness. Have you ever been a prostitute or procured anyone for prostitution? Did you ever pay for sex or did someone pay you for sex? Have you ever sold or smuggled controlled substances, illegal drugs, or narcotics? This would mean the illegal selling of drugs. Have you ever been married to more than one person at the same time? It is illegal in the U.S. to be married to more than one person at the same time. Have you ever helped anyone enter the U.S. illegally? The question wants to know if you helped someone enter the U.S. illegally. Have you ever gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling? Simply, have you ever gotten money illegally from gambling? Have you ever failed to support your dependents or pay alimony? Here they are asking if you ever refused to pay child support or spousal support. Have you ever given false or misleading information to any U.S. government official while applying for any immigration benefit or to prevent deportation, exclusion, or removal? They are asking if you ever lied about your marriage or another family relationship to get a resident card or to avoid being deported.
Upgrade your membership today to America's best citizenship program, now for less than 11 cents a day, and join our VRP area. Easier, better, and faster access to more than 42 high-resolution video lessons, quality MP3s of interview questions and answers, better navigation of all 500 learning activities with instant same-day membership, and no more advertisements or commercials interrupting your lessons. Upgrade now and join the thousands of members who have become U.S. citizens.
The last question for Part 10, Section D is, have you ever lied to any U.S. government official to gain entry or admission into the United States? Basically, did you ever lie to get a resident card or visa to enter the United States? The last section of Part 10 is H. Here, the U.S. government wants to know that you are prepared to be loyal to the U.S. and its Constitution. This is the only time in Part 10 that most people need to answer with a yes. If you answer no to any of these questions, you might not be granted your citizenship. Let's get familiar with the following words. Allegiance, civilian, full oath, requires, perform, national importance, willing to take, non-combatant. Let's review the questions for Section H. Remember to answer yes to all these questions. This should be the only questions you answer yes to in all of Part 10. Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States? Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States? Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance? If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms to protect the United States? If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the armed forces of the U.S.? If the law requires it, are you willing to do work of national importance under civilian direction? To test what you just learned in this video chapter lesson, be sure to watch our practice interview videos.